Welcome to the Golden Cage, what the golden child role really means. Welcome back, I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Family Roles series. In the shadowy dynamics of dysfunctional families, roles are assigned like invisible chains roles that bind without consent and serve to uphold a fragile and toxic system. Among these roles, the golden child shines brightest on the surface, receiving praise, privileges, and admiration. But this spotlight, rather than illuminating freedom, often blinds to a prison crafted from impossible expectations and conditional love. The golden child is the narcissist's favorite, a living trophy, an idealized version of self-projected outward to maintain an illusion of perfection. Today, we're going to unpack what this role truly means, how to recognize it, the hidden cost behind the glory, and most importantly, how to break free and reclaim your life. Let's begin with the basics. What is the golden child role? The golden child is typically the family member who receives excessive praise and is placed on a pedestal by the narcissistic parent or family system. They are the one who does everything right, the family's pride and joy in the public eye. But this favor isn't unconditional or freely given. The golden child is loved only as long as they maintain the family image, achieve the impossible, meet every expectation, and never show weakness. The love they receive is conditional, tied directly to their performance, and this sets a trap that's hard to escape. The role of the golden child serves a dark purpose in dysfunctional families. They are the illusion that everything is fine, the mask worn to hide deep dysfunction. When chaos swirls behind closed doors, the golden child's success and perfection become the family's shield against scrutiny. But while the golden child holds the spotlight, others in the family, often scapegoats or lost children, bear the weight of blame, neglect, and pain. So, how do you know if you or someone else has been cast as the golden child? Here are the key signs to watch for. First, excessive and relentless praise that feels more like a performance requirement than genuine affection. The golden child is constantly told how great they are, but this praise disappears the moment they falter or fail to meet expectations. Second, an unbearable pressure to succeed. The golden child is expected to excel academically, socially, professionally, or all of the above, not for their own sake but to uphold the family's reputation and feed the narcissist's ego. Third, being used as a weapon against other family members. The golden child's achievements and behavior are often leveraged to shame siblings, especially scapegoats, creating division and reinforcing dysfunctional power dynamics. Fourth, deep internal struggles with identity. Because their self-worth is tied to external approval, many golden children grow up disconnected from their authentic selves, unsure who they are beyond the roles and expectations imposed on them. Let's pause to clarify some terms essential to understanding this role. Conditional love is the type of love that's dependent on you meeting certain standards or behaviors. It is transactional and never truly free. For the golden child, this means love and approval come only with perfection. Narcissistic supply is the emotional fuel narcissists extract from others to prop up their fragile egos. The golden child often provides this supply through their success and compliance, keeping the narcissist's image polished. Family image and performance refer to how dysfunctional families prioritize appearances over reality. Every family member plays a scripted role, and the golden child is the star performer tasked with maintaining the facade. The consequences of this role run deep and painful. The golden child's life is a constant balancing act, juggling fear of failure with the need to maintain a flawless image. Fear of disappointing the family or losing love keeps them trapped in the cycle. Over time, this pressure damages their mental health, leading to anxiety, depression, perfectionism, and burnout. Many golden children become enforcers of the family's dysfunction, consciously or unconsciously policing others to protect the family's image and silence dissent. This dual role of victim and enforcer complicates healing. In relationships, golden children often struggle with intimacy and vulnerability, conditioned to hide their true feelings to maintain their perfect mask. They may feel isolated, misunderstood, or burdened by guilt and loneliness. But here's the powerful truth you must grasp. You are not your family's mirror. You are not the mask or role imposed on you. Beneath that polished exterior is your authentic self, worthy of unconditional love and freedom. Breaking free from the golden child role requires a radical redefinition of self. It means rejecting conditional love, embracing imperfection, setting boundaries, and building a life on your own terms. It is a journey of reclaiming your identity and power. In practical terms, this starts with awareness. Notice when you're performing to please others instead of honoring yourself. Practice self-compassion. Surround yourself with people who value the real you, not the image you're expected to uphold. Therapy or support groups can provide tools to heal the wounds of this role, helping dismantle limiting beliefs and toxic patterns. Remember, the golden cage is real, but it can be broken. Your worth is not tied to performance. Your freedom is your birthright. You are not the golden child. You are a powerful being ready to claim your truth. This is your moment to step off the stage and into your authentic life. When you live as the golden child, your life becomes a high-stakes performance, Every achievement, every success, every smile must be perfect, not just for yourself, but to keep the family illusion intact. Imagine living with a spotlight permanently fixed on you, where any slip threatens to shatter the fragile balance. That pressure is overwhelming. It's exhausting. It chips away at your soul bit by bit. This constant demand for perfection comes with invisible chains. The fear of failure, the terror of disappointing others, and the heavy burden of never feeling truly enough. You learn to silence your pain and doubts because showing weakness risks rejection. You become an expert at hiding struggles, crafting a polished exterior while chaos rages inside. But let me be clear. Perfection is a lie designed to control you. It's not a path to freedom. It's a trap that keeps you locked in a narrative not of your choosing. The love you were offered was never unconditional, it was a deal. Perform perfectly, and you'll earn love. Fail, and you lose it. This creates deep wounds. Many golden children grow up with anxiety so intense they can barely breathe, or depression that feels like a heavy fog. Perfectionism becomes a prison where mistakes aren't just errors, they're catastrophes. Self-compassion seems impossible because the internal voice is ruthless. You're not enough, it says. You must do better. Relationships often reflect this inner turmoil. The golden child struggles to be vulnerable. Trusting others feels risky because they've learned to keep feelings hidden to avoid punishment or shame. They might attract partners who mirror the narcissistic family dynamic, demanding perfection, withholding love, or punishing authenticity. And in families, the golden child is often isolated. They may feel guilty for the privileges they receive, while simultaneously resenting the expectations that come with them. Their role alienates them from siblings, especially scapegoats, creating divisions fueled by competition, jealousy, and manipulation. To understand how this happens, we need to explore how the golden child role enforces the family system. The golden child doesn't just perform for outsiders. They often act as the family's image manager internally. They uphold rules, silence dissent, and sometimes gaslight others to maintain the status quo. This dynamic complicates healing, as the golden child may feel both victim and enabler. Now imagine how heavy this dual role weighs on your spirit. You're caught between loyalty to your family and loyalty to your own truth. You might feel trapped in a maze with no exit, forced to carry the family's reputation on your back while losing yourself. But here's the truth that will set you free. You are not your family's mirror. Your worth is not conditional on their approval or the roles they cast for you. Your authentic self, flaws, vulnerabilities, all is your greatest strength. Breaking free starts with awareness. Notice when you are performing to meet others' expectations instead of honoring your own needs and feelings. Reflect on what you want, not what you think you should want. This is radical self-honesty. Next comes compassion. Allow yourself to be imperfect. Embrace mistakes as part of growth. Challenge the internal critic that says you must be flawless to be loved. Practice saying to yourself, I am enough just as I am. Setting boundaries is another essential step. You have the right to say no to demands that drain your energy or force you back into old roles. Boundaries protect your peace and create space for your true self to breathe and grow. Support is vital. Seek out people who celebrate your authentic self. Professional therapy or support groups for those from narcissistic families can provide tools and validation to help untangle decades of conditioning. Reclaiming your identity means rewriting the story you were told about yourself. It means declaring, I am more than the golden child. I am a whole, complex, powerful human being. The golden child role, while powerful in appearance, is ultimately a trap. Its chains are forged from conditional love and fear, but those chains can be broken. Your freedom awaits on the other side of this realization. You have the strength to step off the stage and into the life you were meant to lead. Your true self is ready to emerge, unshackled and unstoppable. This is not just survival, it's revolution. You are the author of your story, no longer the character written for you by others. The golden cage is cracking because of your courage. It's time to claim your freedom and live unapologetically. Breaking free from the golden child role begins with a fundamental shift in how you view yourself and your worth. You must unlearn the false belief that your value depends on others' approval or your ability to perform flawlessly. This belief is the core of the cage, the invisible prison that has held you hostage for so long. But here's the truth that no one told you. Your worth is inherent. It does not depend on success, praise, or perfection. You are worthy simply because you exist. This is more than a mindset change, it is a revolution against everything the dysfunctional family system tried to convince you of. It's a declaration that you will no longer live by the script written for you. You are reclaiming your narrative, your identity, and your power. One of the first and most powerful tools in this process is learning to set boundaries. Boundaries are not selfish. They are sacred. They are the lines you draw to protect your energy, your peace, and your authenticity. Saying no to old roles, toxic expectations, and manipulative demands is the greatest act of self-respect you can practice. Setting boundaries with family can feel terrifying. You might fear backlash, guilt, or rejection. These fears are real, but they do not have to control you. The truth is, the only way to heal and grow is to protect your space. You can't flourish in a toxic environment that demands you sacrifice yourself. Another critical step is cultivating self-compassion. The internal critic, the harsh voice that tells you you're not enough, is a remnant of the golden child's conditioning. It has been trained to demand perfection, shame mistakes, and silence vulnerability. But that voice is a liar. It's time to replace it with a voice of kindness, patience, and love. Practice speaking to yourself as you would to a dear friend who is hurting. Acknowledge your struggles, your fears, and your imperfections with gentleness. Affirm daily. I am enough. I am worthy of love and respect, just as I am. Healing also requires connecting with your authentic desires and passions. The golden child role often suppresses true interests because they don't align with family expectations. Rediscovering what genuinely excites and fulfills you is a revolutionary act of reclaiming your selfhood. This might mean exploring new hobbies, careers, or relationships that reflect who you are, not who you were told to be. It might involve risking disapproval or discomfort, but every step toward authenticity chips away the cage's bars. Support is essential on this journey. Find communities and individuals who see and celebrate your true self. Therapy with professionals who understand narcissistic family dynamics can provide invaluable tools to process trauma, recognize patterns, and build resilience. Remember, breaking free from the golden child role is not a straight line. It's a process filled with breakthroughs and setbacks. Compassion for yourself during this journey is crucial. Celebrate every victory, no matter how small, and treat setbacks as learning opportunities, not failures. As you grow into your authentic self, you will notice a shift in your relationships. You will attract people who respect and honor you, and you will learn to release toxic ties that no longer serve your growth. This is the power of living beyond the golden child role. In closing, I want you to remember, you are not defined by the role you were forced to play. You are a powerful being with the right and ability to rewrite your story. The golden cage is breaking because of your courage to see the truth and claim your freedom. Your future is unwritten. It's yours to create. Step boldly into the life you deserve, free from the chains of conditional love and false perfection. The journey ahead is yours, and it begins now. Hi, I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and what you just watched is part of my signature program, the Chosen One series inside School of Soul. This series is not just a course, it's a blueprint for those who know they were different from the start. The black sheep, the scapegoat, the truth teller, the cycle breaker. Inside, you'll discover the family roles playbook, the golden child, the scapegoat, the enabler, the lost child, and how to finally step out of the part you were cast in without consent. How the black sheep becomes the goat, turning rejection into radical transformation and leadership. How to break generational curses and rewrite ancestral contracts so the pain stops with you. And how to recognize and escape modern forms of spiritual and technological targeting, from gang stalking to synthetic synchronicity. This isn't just about survival. It's about awakening, about reclaiming your voice, your lineage, and your destiny as one of the chosen ones. Click the link below to access the full series now, because the role ends the moment you decide it does, and the real script begins with you.